Hi everybody, and welcome to Jewell Family Farm. My name is Teresa, and today we're going to be making an apple crisp for my oldest daughter Scarlett's birthday. Okay, so I missed the whole first part of the video. So I've already mixed up my dry ingredients, and I will tell you how much of each that I put in there of the dry ingredients, and then we'll just go from there. Okay, so in this bowl, what I mixed was I doubled the batch, so I had 1 cup of oats. It has to be old-fashioned oats. It cannot be instant oats. So it's 1 cup of oats, of oatmeal, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of nutmeg, and 1 cup of butter, softened. So what I did was I put it all in this bowl, and then I just mixed it all up. And you want it to have a crumble. It looks like this. Okay. Now I'm going to put some butter in this pan so that the crumbles don't stick to it. With all that butter and the crumbles, though, it shouldn't stick. Sometimes if it gets brown around the edges, it will stick a little bit. Okay. Usually, when I make an apple crisp, I cut up apples. I peel them and core them and cut them into little slices. That's how I usually make apple crisp. But I wanted to show you an easy way to make apple crisp, because this is a great thing to take on the spur of the moment. It's a good thing to take for a church outing, or anything like that, picnic, whatever. So I'm just going to use the pie filling. And you can spice this up too if you want to, but I'm just going to leave it as is because I think it tastes fine just without anything on it, because the crumble has a lot of spice in it already, and brown sugar, and a lot of flavorful things in there, so I don't feel like this needs anything. So I'm going to put a lot of apples in here. And this is if you use it with the canned pie filling, of course, it makes it go so much faster than peeling. I think you have to have, for this recipe, 3 cups of apples, which isn't a lot if you have time. But if you don't have the time and you want something fast, then this is the way to go. And also, if you have a bigger pan, of course this wouldn't be as thick. It'd be spread out over, in a bigger pan, it'd be, spread out more. But it doesn't really matter. Okay. So then all you do is you just take your crumbles and you just put them on top. I'm making this for my granddaughter, but it's her birthday today. Scarlett, she's my oldest granddaughter, my oldest grandchild. She's going to be 17 on her birthday, which is, I cannot hardly believe it. My goodness, seems like she was just born like a couple weeks ago. But her mom and dad have started a new company called the Virginia Candy Company. And so my daughter is up in Chantilly, Virginia at the Dulles Airport Expo at the gun show today selling her freeze-dried candy. And then Scarlett and her dad are at the farmer's market selling the candy. So they were all really busy today, and my daughter asked me if I would make Scarlett's birthday cake, which is not a cake, but this is going to be really good. This is one of my favorite things, my favorite desserts. And that's all you do. And then you put it in the oven on 350, and you just want it to get good and hot. You know, the apples are already cooked, and all this stuff is pretty much cooked. The flour, you know, needs to cook a little bit that's in it, but put it on 350 and put it in there for, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes until it's nice and brown on top. So we'll put it in the oven. I'll be back when it's done. Okay, so this is out of the oven, and I just now took it out. But you can, I don't know if you can see or not, but see how nice and bubbly it is around the edges, and it's browned on top, and you can hear the crunch on it. So that's what you want. I think this took about 40 minutes to bake, to get nice and brown. I'm going to take a little piece out of it. I have to be careful where I take it out of, because it's for a birthday. So maybe I could take it out of the corner here and then cover it back up. It's really hot. It tastes good. It's really good. The topping's nice and crunchy. I don't know if you could hear me crunching it, and the apples are cooked up really nice, but I didn't need to put anything on those apples. You know, I just dumped them right out of the can and put them in the bowl, in the baking dish, and that worked out just fine because the topping, you know, had a lot of brown sugar in it and a lot of butter. So that sweetened everything, and the spices are really good on it. The nutmeg, I can taste the nutmeg. It's really tasty. So anyway, I hope you try this recipe. It's, as you can tell, it's fast, easy, and with few ingredients, most of what you already have in the pantry. I think probably the one thing you might have to pick up if you want to do canned pie filling. You can also do peach or cherry, apple, you know, any of those pie fillings that you want. Now, I don't know about pumpkin. I've never tried that, but hey, you know, it may work. I don't know. But I think if you did the pumpkin, you'd probably have to add some eggs and different things in it like that to make it kind of like a custard, more of a custard type thing. But this is a very easy, inexpensive, and of course I made, you know, a double batch for a lot of people, and you can make it with just one can of apples, and then just cut the recipe down to 1/4 of the recipe instead of half of the recipe. So, but if you like a lot of crunch on it, you know, 1 can of apples and just the whole recipe for the topping would be good too. So, you know, you do it your way, make it the way you want to. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Count your blessings, and see you soon. Bye.